Hi, this is Trey Passer. This is my movie review of Hunger Games: Catching Fire. Movie review with minor spoilers. I saw it tonight. There goes Hunger Games. So you can see that. Focus. Excuse me. Almost knocked over my keyboard there. I think you can see the Hunger Games: Catching Fire. Anyway, this movie, of course, stars Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson, Liam Hemsworth, Woody Harrelson, and Donald Sutherland. And in this movie, also was you have a few new guests. You have Jeffrey Wright in this. You have Jenna Malone. Okay, and this basically takes place, of course, after the events of the first movie. Okay, and in this movie, Katniss Everdeen and Peter Miller becomes targets of the Capitol because of the way they won the Hunger Games. The 74th annual Hunger Games. So the Capitol wants to punish them, specifically President Snow, who played by Donald Sutherland, who's really just a mean, really mean bastard in this movie, even more so than he was in the first movie. Um, if you've seen the trailer, you kind of get an inkling of what he has in store for them because you see him having a conversation um, with what's his name's character, what's his name, Philip Seymour Hoffman's character who plays Pletchett Heavensby. He's like the new gamesman, okay, who took over for the previous one who mysteriously got poisoned. Anyway, again, this movie I really, really enjoy. I think this movie is better than the first movie. I just think they just turned it up a level, and this movie is just like I said, just better than the first one. And this one I really, really, really enjoyed, loved it. I think this is just one of the best movies of the year. Okay, and this is great performances in this movie. Like I said, Donald Sullivan is President Snow. He's just absolutely evil, so much that you want to really punch him in the face. That's how evil. Or shoot him with a couple of arrows. He's just that evil in this movie. And basically, I guess what Peter and Katniss have to do is they have to go basically on tour, to tour the districts, basically promoting the unity with the capital and all that stuff. Even though they really can't stand it, and I think it was in a point where Katniss even tells Woody Harrelson's character, "Hey Mitch, listen, can you help me get me through this? They have to do basically go out and then be the face of the capital. While people are trying to rebel and people are rising up, okay, and the government and the capital is kind of smacking them down. And like you see in the trailer, where Philip Seymour Hoffman's character, who's the new gamesman, he's basically telling Donald Sutherland, listen, we can, because Donald Sutherland basically just wants to kill her. But he said, listen, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll kill her, all right, but we'll do it in the right way. Okay, we'll, get her to be the face, basically, of the capital, and so much that the people will despise her. Okay, and that's how you will crush the rebellion. Okay, and plus that and a bunch of killings and floggings, as a suggestion is what he makes. Okay, but what happens is what they do is they gather the previous victors and they put them all together and they basically pull. I think they call it a. I think this for the 75th Hunger Games I think they call it some kind of a culling. Culling. I forgot the exact term what they said in the movie, but basically they get all the previous winners and they basically from each district and they pull, a man and woman and then they're going to be going for the 75th Hunger Games, and basically instead of having just people, a man, well, a boy and a girl, this one you get previous winners all together in one Hunger Games and such, which kind of ups the ante in this. And like I said, I love the performances. Like I said, I thought Donald Sutherland was suspiciously evil. Jennifer Lawrence, who I love anyway, I think she was absolutely fantastic in this movie. She had, you felt all her emotions that she had to show in basically in this movie. That she's basically doing something that she absolutely hates to do, but she had to because there was always the threat of the capital killing her family and killing or killing Peter or killing Gail, and another thing that I want to mention, the quote unquote love triangle. Like I said, let me just say this. I don't believe you can. I believe you can realize that you can love two people at the same time. I just don't believe that. But in the context of this movie, they kind of sell that point to me. At least to me, I believe it, because there's a couple of instances in this movie that, if you, without spoiling it, that you see, and I actually buy what they're selling in terms of the love triangle. I actually kind of buy it, and that's due to the writing, the direction, and the performances by specifically Jennifer Lawrence. She actually sells that part, which I, in real life I don't believe that, but she actually sells it in this movie, which I really love. Okay, and like I said, this movie, like I said, you get all the participants from the that won the previous Hunger Games, all together in one big for the 75th anniversary of Hunger Games to participate in this, and the scenes on the island or where they are just fantastic. Great, you get great action and great character development, and interaction and stuff. And there's a couple of twists and turns that that I didn't see coming, which actually made it even more enjoyable to me. And special mention to there was a couple of people that were in the movie that weren't in the first movie. Jeffrey Wright, who plays kind of a tech guy. He's one of the previous winners of the Hunger Games. He plays Beta, okay, and also Amanda Plummer, who's his partner. She plays Wires, and she's she was good too in her part. And then you have one of the more enjoyable performances I thought from these two people. Sam Claflin, who plays Finnick Odair, who's arrogant but he had personality, which I really, really liked him. And also, I love Jenna Malone as Joanna Mason. I thought she was absolutely fantastic. She makes a memorable entrance in an elevator, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But she was absolutely fantastic. I loved her character, and I loved her spunk, okay? And I thought she was great, okay? And, of course, Woody Harrelson, I thought was good, as usual. His character, Haymitch, he was the one that, giving advice to to Katniss and Peeta, and he played his part too. And of course, Elizabeth Banks is outrageous as Effie Trinket, but she had a moment where I thought she was really good, where she actually, instead of all theatrics, she was actually real, and I actually love that moment. And if you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, and like I said, once they get to the Hunger Games, there's a couple of twists and turns I didn't see coming, and this made me anxious at the end of the movie for more. I wanted more, so I'm looking forward to the next two parts. So I really, really enjoyed it. Like I said, I think this is one of the best movies of the year. Great performance by Jennifer Lawrence. Great performance by Donald Sutherland. Really evil. He deserves 3 arrows in his heart, or maybe his face even. But anyway, and again, you have Liam Neeson's Gale Hallworth Hathorne. He gets more to do in this movie than he did in the previous movie. And like I said, I really, really enjoyed it. I think this is one of the best movies of the year. Okay, great direction, excellent script, and great performances. So I would give this movie a 9 out of 10. I think it's just one of the best movies of the year, hands down. Okay, so let me know what you think of this movie. Feel free to leave your comments down below. And this is Trey Baxter saying so long and take care.